What's up everyone, welcome back to this shop. Today we're going to start working on the handle on this knife. So stick around and see how it's done. Alrighty, so I got this blade clamped up here in this file guide. I'm going to use it to cut in some shoulders for the tang so that the handle fits up nicely. Alright, so just a little something like that. Now I'm going to thin this tang out a little bit because it's a little thicker here in the back than it is up at the front. Alright, so just a little something like that. Now I can clean this up with a file. And also what I've done is I've taken a torch to this blade just at the tang area and kind of softened that steel up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to take a file here. Just kind of clean this up a little bit. Just a little something like that. Now we're ready to put a handle on it. Or at least start fitting the handle up. Alright, so I forgot to push record on that one. What I've done is I've drilled some holes all the way through, and then I took a slightly larger drill bit and went like halfway through on the back side, back here. What that does is with my needle files, I don't have to file out as much material between the holes using that bigger drill bit on the back. So I'll get the file in here and hopefully this won't take too long. This is some G10 that I'm using here. I like using G10 because it's a lot easier to file out between these holes than say like copper or brass or steel even. And it gives these bright colors that you can use. They're always nice. So I'm not quite all the way on there, but what I'm going to do is actually drive this onto here. Alright, so I got this block of wood here. I've cut this slot in it. That way I can put it over the tang. Dang, airplane's taking off. So what I can do here is I can put this over the tang, like I was saying, and I can drive this on here. Now it's lined up a lot better. It's fit up all the way around. That last little bit, I like to drive it on there. Even with the G10, it works. So now I can go ahead and start working on the rest of the handle. Alright, so this is the handle material that I'm going to use for the rest of the handle. I went over to the drill press and used a 1/4-inch drill bit and got the majority of the wood out of the hole. Put this in the vise real quick. I'll go this way. Lock that in. This is a little handle brooch that I made up. Put a handle on it. It's got these saw teeth in there, so that way I can dig this out a little better and get that handle fit up. Get the tang to fit in there. So you can see we're getting close. Hope that shows up on camera. Yeah. We're close, but we're not quite all the way there. Got a little bit more to dig out. Now I'm twisted on the handle block, so what I want to do is dig it out a little bit more so I can straighten this up on there. Alright. We're fairly close there. So now what I'm going to do is clamp the blade back in here. I'll grab my torch. Yeah, you guys can see that. Alright. So I don't need a bunch of heat, I just need enough to kind of get this to slide on there a little better. Just like that. Just like so. Alrighty. Alright, so now my fit up's pretty good. Got a small gap on this side. Way to fix that is to take a little bit off of this side so that they even up. Yeah. Gotta take a hair off of that side. Just gonna run over to the grinder real quick and fix that. Alright, there we go. Now we see how loose we are. We don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is I'll bed the tang. Easiest way to do this is to put some wax on the blade all over the tang of the handle, and then I'll fill the handle with epoxy and put them together. And then as the epoxy sets up, the wax I can release it with the wax and I can pull the blade out. So let me get that all ready for you. Alrighty, so I got some Renaissance wax here. You guys can use like paste wax or whatever you got laying around. This is just what I have. I'll make sure I get plenty of it all over the tang of the knife. And inside of all these holes, make sure I got plenty of wax in there so that I don't get epoxy in there. I'm even going to get it up here on the blade. There in the choil and along the spine. All over the whole thing. Like I said, this will keep the epoxy from sticking to this blade. And then I can pull the blade out and I'll have a perfect fit up each time for while I'm shaping the handle. Just a little something like that. Set that to the side. Get rid of this. Now I can mix up some epoxy. First thing I'm going to do is put this bolster piece on, just like so. Put some of this in here. Make sure you get plenty of it in there. And this is 5-minute epoxy, so it'll set up pretty quickly. Just stick these together. Make sure they're all lined up. And since it's 5-minute epoxy, I'll just sit here and hold this until it's dry. Then I can pull the blade out. Alright folks, so we got the handle all bedded on this knife. In the next episode we'll go ahead and shape the handle and everything, and then probably get the blade etched. Get it all set up for that. Might even finish it up next episode. So be sure to subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and I'll see you guys on the next one.